this is an SOS to everyone that is
He doesn't want to walk.
watching.
He doesn't want to walk.
Melina's making me walk to the point that I'm tired after eating.
Walking is good. Good for you.
We're now, I don't know where we are. Where are we? Victoria Embankment Park. On a hunt for florists. For Melina's mothers, we're getting flowers. And we've walked so long and I am tired. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm having a good time. To be grateful.
Always. It's healthy. Nothing wrong with being healthy. But it is cold. So cold.
Yeah, it's freezing. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how it's got so cold all of a sudden, but it is. I'm waiting for the summertime, baby.
Look at God.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
Probably this is your station.
Hi, beautiful. This morning I'm setting off to my dentist appointment. I think it's really important to get into like good hygiene and taking care of yourself and having like your monthly and annual and weekly and bi-weekly self-care. Now that's done, I'm taking the twins to the Museum of Docklands. They have tots at the docks and little play areas for the kids to play. I couldn't really record much, but I did take a little pieces of them playing in there. They had a lot of fun and we explored the rest of the floors of the museum and just came home. So let's jump into the book review. A little delayed because I was still reading and I am actually enjoying reading the books. Do you know what I mean? Like having that time just constantly reading and getting through them and sticking to like my little 4 books a month. It was a little bit of a challenge, but I've done it. So I read the Emotional Intelligence one and it was a little bit like thick to read, but I did get through it. I kind of like skipped a few pages, but you know when you can just tell like, okay, some stuff I know, some stuff I can dip into. I think it's one of those books actually that no matter who reads it, you take on whatever it is for yourself. If you kind of mean certain things relate to you when you read it. So we won't all have the same sort of connection with the book, but it does teach valuable lessons in terms of like detaching from emotion and like building emotion where it's needed and things like that. So I can relate to the part about the PTSD a little bit. I can relate to many parts of the book, but there was one that struck me because it's something that I've healed over, is sort of being triggered by something that happened in the past. So for instance, like the type of relationship I had with my mother, if I came across a woman who was kind of like that or had sort of the sort of traits and like strong personality, I couldn't function, almost like I couldn't connect to that person no matter how much they tried to help me or be nice to me, because I would always think that's a woman who has like this dominating personality will eventually hurt me, or you know, that was the past though, that was how I felt. But through healing and realizing that even through the book, you realize like the emotional intelligence is sometimes it's not about the other person, it's about you. So, and it's also in terms of like someone treating you a certain way, it's not about you, it's about them and whatever they're going through. Then I read Stay With Me and the book was good, but the ending was rushed. I feel like the ending was really poor. I was like really hyped up. So the book is about a lady who got married, was all in love, but then she had fertility issues so she couldn't have children and she went her own way about it, right? And I feel like the topic that they brought up like witch doctors and sort of seeking help other than God type of thing. And it was so heavy in the book, like the story of her going to like the mountain and like what was happening afterwards, but they didn't bring it back full circle. So I was almost like waiting for that like connection and like the result, because we could see like things happening, but the result of it, they didn't connect it and say the main reason why. They kind of like, it was just a bit like, the ending was a bit like, oh, like it could have been better, I feel. But majority of the book was good, it was well written. I really enjoyed reading it. As I said, I was trying to get to the end because like, what's gonna happen? But yeah, and it's quite sad as well, the book. So it is a good read as well. Then I read in his image. I found this book very refreshing. However, I feel like it's a book that it's more for like a person who's just come to Christ, who needs that like knowledge and boost and direction and understanding God. Because I've done this work already, but that's personally me, that's me. Maybe anybody else might need a refreshing or might need to hear more. It's quite scripture filled, which I always like, because then I've got things to work on. And there are questions and journal prompts, I would say, in the book as well that you can use to develop your understanding of what you read and your journey with Christ. And then I started reading Happiness Like Water, and it's so sweet. It's cute little short stories in there, and I don't know why I didn't realize that. As I was reading, I was like, why is it not making sense? Like, what happened to the lady in the other chapter? And then I went to look at the front again. I was like, oh my gosh, it actually says stories there. So I was like, oh, I get it now, short stories. And the short stories are funny. There was one about a bleaching situation, like, because it's based in like Nigerian tales. And one of the young girls wanted to bleach because at that time in 19 whatever, their mum had loads of magazines from like Elle, Glamour, blah blah blah, and they just had it in their mind that they didn't want to be the same color that they were, and she ended up bleaching her sister in some solution and it was funny because the ending was like, oh, the sister got to have a bit of like a new skin tone, even if it was going to heal after. So like she was red raw from whatever they used, and she was going to heal anyway. I just find it funny that, you know. But yeah, it's a bunch of short stories in there, and love stories, and you know, trials and tribulations. And I get the title now of Happiness Like Water. It's more like, you know, like it flows. It could stop, it could start, raindrops, it could be the ocean. It's like happiness is however you take it within that moment. So those are my 4 books that I read. I was reading, honey. Next books that I want to read for March. I've done a little mini review of this before, but the Screw Tape Letters is about a demon was like controlling this human, and then we're seeing like the manifestation of that kind of thing. So yeah, I did buy it ages ago, but I need to read it. I also have Faith Man by David Lamb, and that is, I'm not sure if I've done a little mini review of this one, but if I haven't, David Lamb is about to take you on a roller coaster ride from drugs and drink, burglary, borstal, and to a faith-filled life with the presence of Jesus. But at the same time, Dave is open and honest about the challenges and opposition he has had to face in the outworking of God's will in his life. Oh, is it a true story? Is it like his take on things? Oh, okay. And then I bought some cutie books. I bought An American Marriage. Someone recommended this to me. And this is about newlyweds. Celestial and Roy are the embodiment of the American dream. He's a young executive and she's an artist on the brink of an exciting career. Until one day, they are ripped apart by circumstances neither could have imagined. Roy is arrested and sentenced to 12 years for a crime Celestial knows he didn't commit. Devastated and unmoored, Celestial finds herself struggling to hold on to the love that has been her center, taking comfort in Andre. So then there's Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl, and that is Monique lives a perfect life as a preacher's daughter and girlfriend of the town's golden boy, but it's not that simple. She's torn between her parents, who want her to remain their pure, virginal daughter, and her boyfriend Dom, who wants to explore the most intimate side of the relationship. Tired of waiting, Dom breaks up with Monique, spurring her to discover she has a medical condition that makes her far from perfect. That's new. So those are my 4 books that I'm going to be reading this month of March. And you know, when the book's juicy, I can't put it down. I would end up reading it in like a day or 2. But when the book's not juicy, but it's okay, I kind of read it like within the week. So anyway, those are my new books for the month of March. And please comment down below anything that you're reading, because I want to read some new books and I need to do a good shot of some new books. So if you're reading anything interesting that you want me to read or review, please put it down in the comments so that we can share this together. But anywho, my book review is done. For the rest of the day, I'm just doing normal mum stuff. So school run, get their snacks, fold laundry, and then I'm just gonna cook dinner, and that's the end of my day. went to the dentist yesterday, and just for like a clean up and a checkup, have a like a routine x-rays and all of that stuff. And when I was waiting in the waiting area, I could hear like a young black guy talking. Do you ever feel like that? You go to a doctor's appointment or a personal appointment and someone that is not your race, you're totally fine, like you're just like, oh yeah, you know, my appointment. But then if it's someone of your same age or race, you get a little bit funny. So I'm in the waiting area, right? And I can hear this young black man like, yeah, I'm gonna get the meds, yeah, I'm gonna book the appointment, da 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 da. And I was like, why is that the only voice I'm hearing? I'm not trying to have an appointment with like some young, like good-looking doctor, or I mean, some young, good-looking hygienist or whatever, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, no way. And when I got called, it was like an Asian guy, older gentleman. So I was like, fine. But anyway, I've got these on now. It says leave it for 20 to 25 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. While that's on, I'm gonna put on a face mask because I got a little baby spot here. And I just wanna like feel good, you know? So yeah, also with the dentist, he was saying I needed to get a water pick and an electric toothbrush and these little bristle flosses. So I don't actually use the string floss, I use these little bristles. And I remember in a video I showed, I had bought these little bristle things. So I bought these a while ago. If you remember, I did like a haul of like stuff that I bought in Sephora. And then I also bought this Oral-B Vitality Pro toothbrush, but it comes also with an extra head. Yeah, so I cracked it open last night because I wanted to charge it. So I got a black one and it comes with 2 heads. And it has 3 speeds as well. Anyway, I'm going to put my face mask on now because I have a little spot here, a little baby spot, and while this is on, just enjoy my little self-care morning. I also need to do my nails. I already like done the cuticle removal and everything like that, so I want to put some polish on. And yeah, that's me. And the chairs are like level, like sit back and that's just a standard seat.
Oh, standard?
Yeah, it's not like a premium or anything.
I like that.
We're just walking around Battersea Power Station. Have a look. I haven't been here properly. Last time I came, we did one little bit, but this is actually even better to like have the time to walk around. So I'm just with Shirley. Just a little shy. But yeah. Oh yeah, Body Shop's closing down now.
You joking?
Yeah.